Next one, though.
Here's one to conclude with, and everybody can pitch in. I'd like to hear each of your responses. As a group who's accomplished so much together and sold so many records and been an unqualified artistic success for going on 2 decades now, what is there left to do? And what do you still hope to achieve now with the release of Unify, The World's Enemy?
Let me go first.
Let me go first. I think it's so many other plateaus we need to reach. For one, the silver screen, getting real deep off into the acting aspect, you know, and maybe, you know, God willing, getting off into like some, just the filming, just creating a film department. I got goals, and I'm sure the brothers, we all got goals to really get off into the platform of the soundtracks, doing scores, and as well as acting, and maybe, you know, getting off into those ventures as well.
God damn, you ain't never told me that.
Yeah,
That sounds real cool.
Yeah, that's where it's
Scores
headed.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what Flesh was talking about. I think like our plateaus are yet to be found. I think that, you know, books and different things of that nature, becoming authors, being able to have the opportunity, God willing, to go past just doing music and doing other things to make a living, you know, as far as those things like Flesh was speaking about, and certain things of that nature, and, you know, CEOs and, you know, A&Rs and different things of that nature. I think that those things are endless. It's endless amounts of possibilities for Bone.
Crazy, what do you say?
Oh man, basically, man. I mean, you know, I'm all in it for the music, man. You know, like I love making music. I mean, you know, it was. I'm not gonna sit up and complain about, like, you know, like us not being recognized for what we've done, because like deep down, as long as I know what we've done, and Bone is a part of history. You know what I'm saying? So like, that fact is gonna always be there. What we've brought to the game, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. What I really want to get into is like producing and like developing other artists, get paid off of other artists basically, because the motherfuckers been getting paid off me for a long time. Showing them the route to go and what to do and what not to do, and just kind of be like a Berry Gordy / Quincy Jones type person. New age.
That's beautiful.
Really.
Good answer.
And that's it.
I really want to get into some things that's gonna like better the children, you know, in the ghettos, though. You know what I mean? Really get into something that Bone Thugz-N-Harmony produces that's worldwide, that helps children. Period. That's my main goal.
Well, me personally, you know, I'm hoping that this particular album right here would solidify Bone Thugz-N-Harmony in this music game, in this record industry, as, you know, the creators of our own category. That something that a lot of other artists have helped to grow to from the seeds that we planted. You know, I hope that's what we get out of this, to be put on the murals and to be remembered as somebody who started their own thing and invented that category. My ultimate goal, you know, besides having brand reward from this particular brand, Bone Thugz-N-Harmony, is creating other brands such as Mo Thugs and New Trend Inc. and you know, developing clothing lines such as, you know, my lazy attire, my leisure ray for women, you know, different fragrances, and you know, my last name is House, so I got ambitions to do such things as house shoes and house coats and a whole apparel line like that, you know, sort of like how Jay-Z did his Rockaware, and celebrating 10 years now to date, you know, doing things like that, as well as developing, you know, non-profit organizations like Harmony House. You know, everything got to do with, you know, what my grandfather left me and my brother with as being house boys, you know what I mean, and just building on that. And ultimately, you know, after getting into the real estate and making those endeavors and owning land, because, you know, once you have land in America, you'll never be broke, you know what I mean? And ultimately, you know, besides brand reward from all these different extensions of Bone Thugz-N-Harmony, is, you know, living right by God and being right in his eyes and ultimately making it to eternal paradise, you know what I'm saying? So ultimately just being right in God's eyes and hopefully doing it to the extent that I could stand close enough to him in everlasting life, you know? So I got big plans, Jack.
That's all, folks.